I'm going to give you a couple of different options of playing cards. Card games are a great game to work on different fine motor skills. In our hands, we have all these arches that we need to helps us with fine motor dexterity when we have to do buttons, zippers, snaps, things along those lines. So card games can accomplish quite a few. It doesn't really matter what type of card game you have. It's really what I want to emphasize, how the child is holding the cards. So for example, I have the card game Blink, which is just an interesting card game. You have to remember the colors, the shapes, the numbers, and match, which is a great like executive function type activity. This is a card game called Circles, where you have to look and match the circles. There's different circle colors, and you have to make sure yours match up with that. But today I'm just going to use a traditional card deck that anybody should have at home. What I want to emphasize is how the child holds the cards. Okay, the big thing is a lot of times they tend to hold them very loosely and the cards fall out. So one activity they can work on is just shuffling. I mean, ideally the shuffle would be more traditional, which you have to break that down. You have to split the deck in half. You have to hold it with the thumb on top, put the pointer finger behind, and then push through with pointer for the cards to fall into each other. All right, that's a higher level one. If they can shuffle sideways, it's great because you have to work on releasing and grasping. They might go very slowly. They might drop a whole bunch. And as they get a little bit more refined, they might be able to do a little bit quicker and drop a few at a time instead of a whole bunch. So the other thing that I want to emphasize is holding the cards. You should be able to hold the cards in one hand, and you should be able to loosely slide the top card only across. So your thumb's going to slide it across, and I'm just going to sort the cards. So I'm going to put them in the red and black piles. All right, sometimes students will flip away from them and put them down, but you really want to flip over. That's more of a natural or more efficient way of doing things. So again, sliding with the thumb, flipping the card over, and just sorting. Or if you're playing another game that really is important, is I'm going to hold them this way so you can see them, is just being able to hold several cards evenly in your hand without losing them. Again, working on that subtle movement of sliding and isolating each card. All right, so again, the game doesn't matter. It really works on the fine motor skills, and it can accomplish so many things, like I said, visual perceptual, executive function, discrimination, things along those lines.